Hi, I'm Denney and welcome to Raven Studios. Today I'm going to show you a great tool that I use within my own music that really helps me with my chords and melodies. If you're like me and you're not classically trained and your music theory is not great, it can be pretty frustrating at times. So what this tool does is it actually takes that music theory out of your hands and shows you various possibilities and things that you might not have thought of. Now, it's by mixed in key and it's called Captain Chords. Now let's dive in, take a look. And if you would like to watch the full video on the full breakdown on how I do this, please go to www.theravenstudios.com. Okay, so now I'm in my DAW. As you can see, I'm in Cubase, and this will work exactly the same if you're in Ableton, Logic or FL Studio. What I've got is a very basic drum groove, something quite classic house, quite New York, quite jacking. And what I want to do is play something quite 90s piano house. I kind of just want to find a melody or something that will work over this. Something that's really going to accentuate the kind of drum groove. So, if I open up the VST, it just opens up like any other VST. What it'll do is automatically sync up to your computer. And then when I play the track, you see it'll play it in the MIDI editor along with it, all in time and all in sync. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I want to set the key of the track. Now, my track's in C minor. As you can see, it's in it up here. But you can change it to whatever you like. If you want D major or a major, blues major, Lindian, you know, Dorian, all these different scales, they're all there. You can get as complicated or as simple as you like. The possibilities are endless. So I'm just going to keep it pretty simple, take mine to C minor. And then what I can do here is it works in bar sections. So you can see there it's snapping. But if I go to the first bar and then click add, it will then add me a chord. Now, this is a chord that's going to play on the first bar. But what I can do is it's going to give me all the different chord variations here of the C minor scale. But what it'll also do is if I go under that particular one, it'll give me the different variations of that chord. So that's a C minor. There's all the different ones: C sustained, C minor 7th, C minor 9, all of these. And then what I can do is start building it manually. So then what I can do is add the next one, which will change. I can then also invert it, so it'll change it up, or I can invert it down. And then I can also change the time. So if I just play, I can click duplicate. So if I double the time, let's try again. Okay, so that's pretty simple. I'm not really feeling that, but I'm just to give you an idea. So if I get rid of those, I'll just Command A and delete. What I can do is actually go to different chord progressions here. So there's all little presets which can, you know, be fun to go through. So let's try house, see what they've got. And then, sorry, go back to house. And then electronic chords in minor. Let's try that. And then there's all these different chord variations here. So if I just click one, it's then going to draw them in. Again, I can just click on the bar, and if I don't like a particular chord, I can then change it up here, so I can move it. Like so. So if I want to undo that, I just click undo. And because it's a really simple rhythm, I can then change it. So there's all different rhythms you can do. And then also just to point out, this has its own VST, so you've got all different instruments. So look, there's all different types here. There's main stage, melodic house. So, and then what it'll do is play these melodies through. So if I go and let's try jacking house, guitars. So not only can you change that, you can change the sounds. So there's loads of things you can do. You can also run this through VSTs. You can do all sorts of things with it. And if you'd like to watch the full video where I fully explain and go into a lot more detail and show you how I use it within my own music, please go to www.theravenstudios.com. Thanks for watching.